day of the week is it?
Thursday.
And the month?
October, I'm not crazy.
It is a Matthew Henson movie vlog, and not just any other Matthew Henson movie vlog. This is a Matthew Henson horror movie vlog. Happy spooky season, everybody. I am Matt Henson. I am back once again at the famed Regal Fox Tower 10 here in Director Park here in Portland, Oregon. It feels so good to be back, and you'll notice right behind me here, they do not have the Showtime board right behind me. So I don't know why that's the case. Maybe it got broken, who knows? Maybe it was maybe a ghostly entity. Who knows what it was? But enough about that, but plenty more on the spooky side, because today I am back at Regal Fox Tower 10 because I am going to be going to see a horror movie I've actually been looking forward to seeing. And I actually talked about this on my Weapons movie vlog a couple months ago. Oh, really? One super quick thing real quick. I'll keep this very, very brief. While I was waiting for Weapons and not knowing at the time that the time was wrong with the Showtime, of course, for Weapons, there's also another horror film that's coming out called Good Boy. And it's kind of like, if you remember in A Violent Nature, where it's like, it's told from the perspective of the killer. This time, though, it's told from the perspective of the dog, and his owner is tormented from these supernatural forces. I did read it's going to be out October 3rd. October 3rd, I think it's coming from IFC Films. 90 minutes long, so not very long, but, you know, hey, I mean, shorter, simpler, the better. But, I mean, I don't mind the length, I mean, depending on what the film is, but in this case, I think it really works out, and I really appreciate IFC Films, and I don't feel like they get enough credit for, you know, I mean, I know they get credit, but, like, there's certain things that, with their films, of course, I feel like that they should get way more credit for, and I really wish they were in theaters a lot more, or a lot longer than just that small window. Maybe, who knows, maybe I'll go see it, maybe do a mini movie vlog, and that movie is none other than Good Boy. Good Boy. Coincidentally enough, I am pulling a together, if you know, you know, and I am seeing Good Boy the day before its release. So I'm gonna head inside here to Regal Fox Tower 10, gonna get ready to see Good Boy. I'll share my abridged movie review. Don't wanna give too many spoilers away. Sorry for all the noise, everybody. And you know me with noise. Yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Good Boy, not too long or anything like that. And no, I am not gonna give away any spoilers whatsoever if the dog lived or died. Although I really truly hope that he does live. Fingers crossed. But I'm sure you all will see it for yourselves once Good Boy hits theaters officially tomorrow, or unless you're seeing it a day early like I am. Yeah, like I said, I just truly hope he does survive and he does live. For any dog lover out there, I mean, listen, me and my family, we're animal lovers at heart, and we never like to see animals get abused whatsoever. I highly encourage everybody to love your animals more every day. Let's continue to love our dogs, our cats, and even the animals we're afraid of too. You know, even though I hate spiders, I'm scared of them, I am very happy that they do their job on this planet. So guys, without further ado, I'm gonna head on inside, gonna go see Good Boy. Thank you guys so much for watching my Matthew Henson movie vlog. I know it's been a little bit, a lot of things have happened with me recently. If you've been keeping in touch and following along on my social media pages, I got to celebrate 100 years of Cinema 21. We had a great night of just raffling. There was an auction as well too. Sadly, I lost, didn't win anything. I got to reunite with one of my friends as well too. And we closed out with a really beautiful, really nice movie scene compilation to cap off the night. And it was really incredible. About a week later, I got to meet the Oscar-winning filmmaker himself, Sean Baker, which was such a surreal experience. I was originally planning to see his film Tangerine, which was playing right before he did the Q&A. Well, my plan originally was to see One Battle After Another, which there will definitely be a movie review coming very, very soon. I was gonna see One Battle After Another at Cinema 21, then see Tangerine, which by the way is celebrating 10 years, which is insane, and same time as I graduated from college, and also meet the man himself, the Oscar-winning filmmaker himself, Sean Baker. Well, let's just say certain things fell through, and the work world needed me that particular day. So One Battle After Another fell through, but I did get to see Tangerine and meet Sean Baker and the process. And unfortunately, I didn't vlog too much with that, nor the centennial celebration of Cinema 21, unfortunately. So I apologize for that, guys. I did get some footage. Maybe we'll see. I don't know if I'll post some footage or not If anything, it might be a short, but there wasn't very much footage. I really wanted to enjoy the moment. I do regret not doing it in hindsight. But regardless, it was a lot of fun, and I cannot be more grateful to celebrate 100 years of Cinema 21. I've been going to Cinema 21 ever since I moved to Portland, all the way back in 2017. And I have so many moments, so many movies I cherish, I enjoy seeing, from seeing Andrei Tarkovsky's Stalker, the first film I saw at Cinema 21, seeing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood back in 2019. That was such an event, kind of like coincidentally now with One Battle After Another from Paul Thomas Anderson. Let's see, Licorice Pizza, I saw on New Year's Day back in 2022, and seeing Pulp Fiction as my dream movie on the day of my birthday, my dream movie theater movie on my birthday itself. And that was from a year ago too, guys, so pretty wild. Even this year as well, you know, paying tribute to David Lynch, seeing Eraserhead, seeing Wild at Heart for the first time, seeing Together, which I know I've done a movie vlog, as you guys may well know. But I am just eternally grateful for all the memories, the moments, the movies I got to enjoy at Cinema 21, and there most certainly will definitely be more movies that I'll be watching and hopefully documenting as well too on my Matthew Henson movie vlogs, and hopefully be a part of the 200th celebration. Hopefully I'm alive, or I'll be there in spirit once I pass. But I'm living in the moment. I am enjoying everything and taking you guys along for the ride, just like we're going to right now for Good Boy, but it's here at Fox Tower 10, not Cinema 21. So anyways, guys, enough talk, enough memories and catching up and updates and all. Let's go ahead, head inside right now and go see the hit IFC film, Shudder film, Good Boy, starting right now. Let's go and kick off and enjoy this spooky season. So good to be back. Fox Tower 10, man. It's my favorite, coming up the escalator. Oh my. Let's go. Make sure you guys come out and see these horror films all October here at Fox Tower. So many classics. Can't miss it. Flip it over for you guys here. $8.99 per ticket. Nice.
Yeah, Ryan's fixing it. She's already the weirdest shift ever, but he's going to do it. Also, I look for them on the last time. I have to keep my house in question of putting the time around. See, like, if,
Just hanging back right now, guys, and seeing Good Boy. I'm actually about an hour early, so they are going to start seating or start letting the auditorium open for Good Boy. And I took some, as you guys just saw a little bit ago, they have the movie poster, which seems kind of rare, especially here at Fox Tower 10. But still, like, you know, it's pretty cool that they did provide the movie poster and all. But yeah, this is definitely going to be an exciting horror film to watch. And I was talking to one of the fellow patrons here that works here at Fox Tower 10, and she's very excited to see Good Boy. And I did refer, of course, to, as I was saying a little while ago, that you know, with Good Boy told from the dog's perspective, just like the killer in A Violent Nature, the killer in A Violent Nature, like the dog in Good Boy, yeah, just being told in that perspective as well too. So she was definitely all about horror movies, and a lot of really cool stuff here at Fox Tower 10 as well too. So if you guys are in the Portland, Oregon area, and if you want to see some great horror movies all throughout October, make sure you come check it out here at Fox Tower 10. I know there's a lot of really cool horror movies that's coming up. I did hear there was like a 3D print, I think, of Friday the 13th and The Creature from the Black Lagoon, so that should be very exciting. A lot of Universal horror, 1930s horror as well too. I definitely need to do my my watching of it as well. I would love to watch The Invisible Man, which, funny enough, the patron did. She recommended to me as well too. So you definitely cannot beat those classic horror movies like The Invisible Man, like Frankenstein, like Wolverine, The Creature from the Black Lagoon, and so many classics over the years as well too. Very exciting time, of course, here in October for spooky season, and I definitely hope The Good Boy will definitely be added on for sure as a horror movie classic as well. It's definitely good to be back, as always, here at Fox Tower. I've been looking forward to seeing Good Boy. I'm sure it will not disappoint. So stay tuned, and like I said, I'll hopefully give you all my abridged movie review. Still, let's have ourselves a great time seeing Good Boy here today. Let's go here on the spooky season. From Studio Ghibli here. Should I go and see? Shall see. Maybe I will. Stay tuned. Gotta love Gene Squibb, man. Eleanor the Great. Wonderful stuff. Before I head into Auditorium 5 here at Regal Fox Tower 10, I do have a very unique history here at this particular movie theater, and I know I've been sharing some movie-going stories with you all, passing by here between Auditorium 5 and here at Auditorium 6. This is exactly where I saw the very first Joker movie, not the sequel, but the very first Joker film. That was all the way back in 2019. I've shared many times before, it is one of the last movies I saw in a movie theater right before the pandemic shut everything down. And I figured I'd just, kind of share that with you guys, since I've been talking about movie-going memories when I was talking about Cinema 21 earlier, but over here is where I saw Joker. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw Paul Thomas Anderson's Phantom Thread, or maybe it's all the way down there. I think it was all the way down there now that I think about it more. But yeah, this is where I saw Joker here, and I'm trying to remember, maybe not too far from here, the other auditorium is where I saw the sequel to Joker as well. So yeah, just a lot of interesting, fun movie-going experiences coming to see a movie here at Regal Fox Tower 10. It was a lot of fun, I remember there wasn't a lot of people seeing Joker. I mean, they should have back in 2019. I mean, I distinctly remember it was me and 2 other people that got to see Joker. I think it was an afternoon showing, I believe. It was still a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it very, very much. And I remember sticking past the credits and just taking in, send in the clowns. It was really cool, and it was really awesome. So yeah, just want to share that movie memory as I'm about to head on in, and there you go, Auditorium 6, man. Good old times. Hopefully Andy will survive, but sadly not this hot dog. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, hot dog. But I hope Andy lives. I'm sorry. Sorry, Andy. No. Sorry, hot dog. Hope you live, Andy. Praying for you, buddy. Rest in peace, hot dog. Hopefully Andy lives. Fingers crossed. Sorry, hot dog. Till we meet again, movie reel clock. Till we meet again. All right, guys, just left the auditorium. I'm about to head out the door here in just a moment. I just got done watching Good Boy. My final consensus, I'm gonna try to keep this as brief as I can. I thought it was a decent horror movie. I wouldn't say it was like the best one by any means, and not because of Indy whatsoever. I thought Indy did such an amazing job and was very brave during his performance, and especially with how he was acting pretty much in the movie. And there's a really cool feature I'll mention here in just a moment. I honestly thought Indy really handled himself quite well, to be perfectly honest. And while it definitely is a tall task to direct an animal, to direct a dog in particular, it's definitely challenging for sure. But I think just waiting that long period of time and all the shooting and filming that went into it really did pay off. Honestly, it was definitely a heartfelt performance for Indy. But yeah, the movie was definitely, I mean, you could tell from the very beginning, and I wouldn't say like towards the very end, I mean like the very end, you could definitely tell that Indy was definitely noticing stuff for sure, you know, with the dark shadows in the corner and the creaking noises, and obviously the doors that are, you know, just being creaked open. You could definitely tell for sure with that coming in for Indy, you know, and he like, it definitely felt like, I felt like to me, it was almost like a detective story in a way, but also like a haunted house. Not necessarily like a gigantic haunted house by any means, but in this case, like a cabin in the woods, so to speak. So I guess a haunted cabin in the woods, if that is a genre, and it most certainly is. It's really, you know, clear cut for a lot of movies. Just being out in the middle of the woods, being with his owner, of course, his owner not feeling the best whatsoever. And you can definitely tell there's a history out there, you know, regarding about the owner's father as well too. And also a previous canine as well too. So there's definitely a family history for sure when Indy and his owner go out to the haunted cabin in the woods, so to speak. One thing I do want to praise, and I know that they showed the owner's face, but I really did like the juxtaposition of, or the technique rather, whichever way you want to call it, of the owner's face not being showed a lot, or the owners in this particular matter. It's just such a like a classic device that you get to use, or you get to see in a lot, you know, like whether it's in cartoons or any movie or any show. Is just really smart to not show the owner a lot. I mean, there was definitely a time for sure in certain scenes where the owner's face was shown, and he was definitely a part of the story without a doubt, you know, suffering this health crisis that he has and just coughing up blood. And, you know, definitely Indy was there for him, and at the same time the owner did not need him when he should have had him. And there were definitely moments for sure with Indy as well, you know, like thinking that there is something in the distance. What's the shadow? What is behind him? And there are times where, yeah, it was definitely the entity. I'll keep it at that. Or it might be a human, you know, just sneaking up on him, or Indy's owner himself. It definitely does play into it. And again, I'm trying really, really hard not to give too much away. I do want to give some, as I like to call it, like the breadcrumbs, so to speak, of the film. I wouldn't necessarily say I wasn't like too terrified by it. I mean, there was definitely some jump scares in the movie that really did get me at times, and I thought they did a really good job. The filmmaker did too. I believe Ben Leonberg. Hopefully I got his name right, so I apologize if I mess up. But still, I thought he did a really good job, just mostly just like telling the story. I mean, there's definitely, I felt like there were some plot holes, and I kind of wish there was some tightening up on, like, you know, the family history obviously is there, but like, how did the dog die, the original dog die, and Indy just being in that position as well too. And, you know, just there's definitely some certain, I mean, there's a combination between the movie playing in your mind, but also questions that you want answered. So it's definitely a toss-up in that whenever you see a movie like Good Boy. It was really something. I mean, I thought the movie was all right, honestly. Again, I wouldn't necessarily say this was the best horror movie. It was definitely very well done, and really great camera angles and really good editing as well too. Match cuts, definitely for sure, especially with Indy involved. And I thought Indy really gave a really heartfelt yet brave performance. I honestly, I wouldn't mind if I were a member of the Academy. I mean, I would definitely have him in strong consideration for an Academy Award, you know, dedicated to dog performances. I wouldn't mind that whatsoever. Now, I don't know, I mean, it'd be really interesting to see him go up against like a Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, or Daniel Day-Lewis in Money, or any, you know, big performance. But Indy definitely deserves a lot of attention, pardon the pun, but he definitely should get a lot of credit, especially with his performance. He didn't do anything wrong whatsoever. It was really great to see him in that. And there were definitely moments in the movie too that you just like, you really felt for him. And one of the critiques, I think, on the audience side, I really wish that the audience would react a little bit more and be like, oh no, the poor baby, the poor thing, you know, and like, I mean, I can't help that myself because I mentioned I'm an animal lover. You know, my family are animal lovers, and I just would have liked to see that a little bit more from the audience, if possible. That was a little bit disappointing, to be honest, during this pre official release of Good Boy in movie theaters. But yeah, it was definitely. I mean, it was definitely atmospheric. It was definitely, there was some creepiness to it, but I wouldn't necessarily say like this is the ultimate terrifying horror film experience. You know, I mean, it definitely was scary in certain areas, and definitely towards the end of the film, it definitely does pose a lot of questions, a lot of which does not get answered. I feel like maybe I could be wrong, and it's definitely worth a second viewing. But yeah, you do have to wonder about the entity and what happened to the previous owner and the dog itself. Yeah, it's just a lot of questions that definitely do need to be answered, and a lot of it is deserved, but also would be nice to get answered as well too. I thought it was an alright movie. I mean, I would definitely watch it again. I thought they did a good job telling it from the perspective of Indy as well too. Maybe, I mean, there's definitely times where the camera was following him, or there's a time he was like standing and then he like followed and the camera picked up and followed him as well. And there was definitely a moment too where it like kind of went to his owner as well in certain scenes of the movie, especially towards the end, or towards the climax, so to speak, or maybe at the very beginning of the height of the climax. I didn't think it was too bad for the violence on Indy. I mean, yeah, there were times like he was grabbed, and yeah, there was that one point where there was like blood on him, but he wasn't bleeding himself or anything. But I wouldn't necessarily say it was like extreme violence or anything. I mean, maybe there was like one point where the owner told him to shut up and, you know, kind of shoved him and all, which I was not too crazy about. I mean, I understand for storytelling purposes, but, you know, kind of one of those things. But yeah, there was, you know, there's some mild violence here and there. It wasn't necessary. It wasn't too bad, but it definitely does tug at the heartstrings, and you definitely would feel, or you definitely should feel, for Indy. That really does get to you. So I thought his performance was great. I thought he did a really great job, and it was definitely a well done film. But I think overall the story, I mean, it was good, but I wouldn't necessarily say, this is the best horror movie. I mean, it was good for what it was. I liked it. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I think there could have been some tightening on certain things in the story itself. Like, why was the owner like this? Where did the coughing up the blood come from? How did the previous dog die, which thankfully we did not see. So I'm actually kind of glad about that part. And for many dog owners alike, I'm sure would be very relieved to see once they see the film themselves. I would definitely recommend seeing this. Again, I can understand, like, they definitely told the film very carefully and all. I'm sure many people are going to praise it, and they definitely should. I'm not saying they shouldn't. And definitely the editing, and definitely the camera angles. I just think certain things in the film, I'm not saying it wasn't a well done film, it definitely was, but the story was kind of, you know, hit and miss, especially with certain areas in the story that I really felt like should have been clarified a little bit. But it was also nice to have people to think about it, have the movie in their minds. So that's my analysis. And again, I'm sure there's other movie critics out there, I'm sure that will, you know, say this is a masterpiece and all. But again, I wouldn't necessarily say this is like the all-time greatest horror film, but it's definitely one of the best performances by a dog for sure. And I thought Indy definitely delivered. And I am definitely not saying anything negative about Indy. He is, pardon the pun, definitely a good boy for sure. I thought that the filmmaker, Ben Leonberg, and his wife and the crew, they had a very small crew as well, which is very important, especially for this. Never mind the fact, I mean, you know, this is an IFC independent film company film, and Shudder as well. But with movies like this, as small as it is, and I'm sure like maybe a smaller, you know, budget, it wasn't like $1 million or anything, but you definitely, I think it's necessary to have a small film crew like that, especially pulling off a film like this. It was definitely interesting, and I definitely thought it was very careful, and they did a very good job telling this story, despite certain, you know, potholes in the film itself, on the road. So just to kind of clarify and hear myself. But yeah, guys, and and real quick, couple other quick things. There was a really cool feature at the very end of the film after the credits got done. Ben Leonberg and Indy, they had a really cool featurette of like how it was with Indy, how they shot it, and certain techniques to get Indy's attention, when to do action, and get the reaction, the sympathetic emotion from the audience seeing Indy's performance. And that's definitely important, and I really wish that the audience would have done a little bit better job of doing while watching this film and giving applause. I mean, that's the thing about movie theaters, right? I mean, you definitely want to give an applause for a film like this, or any film. I mean, I had that with Tangerine the other day, but I definitely think it's important to laugh and have that emotion and go like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what's going on with Indy, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I definitely think there was definitely a lack of emotion. It would have been nice to see a little bit more of, and a little bit disappointing from the crowd. But just to steer it back real quick, it was a really cool feature for the filmmaker, for Ben Leonberg, to talk about how they shot this with Indy and all the time it took to help tell the story and get him to move and tell him to stay in certain scenes. And you know, when you see the behind the scenes versus the finished product, the finished film itself, it's definitely fascinating to look at. So that was really cool and really fascinating. And actually, that was pretty nice that they included that at the very end. Whoever came up with the idea, I'm sure it's Ben Leonberg, but whoever put that in there, I thought that was a very smart move and a very good call to include that at the end of the film. It would be nice to have that more in films, honestly. You know, so much for a great post-credit scene. So it was definitely educational, and hopefully they include it when it comes out on DVD, or if it's streaming anywhere. That would be really nice and very educational for film enthusiasts, for students of film, for the students of the game like myself. Definitely important, without questions. But just to wrap it all up here, I definitely would have, not the best horror movie, but it was definitely atmospheric, a great heartfelt performance by Indy. I thought he did a terrific job. Definitely, again, not saying anything negative about his performance at all. He did fantastic. Yeah, I definitely would have liked to see certain scenes in the movie to be clarified a little bit. That would be nice, but maybe I'm just missing the point of it, maybe. And once I see the film again, it'll clear up for me and go, okay, I got it, you know? Got it the second time around. I definitely recommend seeing it for sure, but I wouldn't say it was the most hard-hitting, like, oh my gosh, not like one battle after another, or the previous horror films that have come out this year, like Weapons, like Together, and like so many other horror movies, or Presence, which I saw here as well earlier this year. If you are a dog lover and you are very afraid about what's going to happen to Indy, I mean, definitely be cautious about it. If you don't want to see it, hey, I totally understand. I get it. Wait for it to come out, but definitely see it in theaters. Is definitely worth the experience. One other quick thing, another critique, not because of the film, but I did notice while I was watching the movie, there was a guy a couple seats down from me on the left that sometimes, and he did this like during the preview, or not during the movie previews, but like during the commercials, but mostly he did it during the film itself. There was like 3 or 4 instances where he got his phone, he checked it, and I had to put my hand up like this. So just a friendly reminder, please shut your phone off while the film is going. It's very disrespectful when the movie is going, and I hate to be that, and don't hate at the same time, be that young, old, mature Matt Henson, but I mean, a little respect goes a long way, especially at the movie theaters when people pay very good money to take time out of their day and see a film like Good Boy, especially like a small film like it. So just please be courteous, be kind, and try to refresh yourself and remind yourself, more importantly, that having your film on, whether you're just casually checking it, anything of that particular nature, just please shut it off. I know I had my phone a little bit just to document, like, hey, I'm gonna go see Good Boy. My hot dog didn't make it, but I hope Indy does. And yeah, that's all I did, and shut my phone off, and then I turned back on towards the very end of the film. Very simple to do, but it just would be nice if more moviegoers would do that a lot more. I'm not saying every single one of them, but certain ones, like the gentleman I mentioned about, it'd be nice to have that turn off. Save it for after the film. Apologies for the mini rant at the end. One other thing that happened, I remember this couple like came in, they're like further back, and this one girl was saying like she's not seen the Alien movies nor Star Wars, and I remember one point the boyfriend was like, it's like, it's not too late, and she's like, no, I think it's too late. It's like, honey, it's never too late to watch Star Wars. It's never too late to watch the Alien movies. I think it was Alien Romulus, I think she got recommended and she said she hadn't seen it, and then that's where, she hadn't seen the Alien movies nor the Star Wars movies. Definitely would be nice to see Star Wars when you're younger, like myself. Yeah, as a diehard Star Wars fan and a forever lover and sycophant, I mean that in a positive way, for film, I just bit disappointed. If that were my girlfriend, I'd be patient and kind, of course, but just in general, I don't know if I'd date that girl very long. But hey, you know, better things have happened. Life works in mysterious ways. So, but yeah, definitely go see Star Wars and Alien while you're at it. You don't know what you're missing. And Alien Earth as well too, so there you go. And one final thing, I know I've been saying it, but for those of you wondering, of course, if the dog survived, maybe I revealed already, but if he didn't, you guys want to know? You really want to know? I know I mentioned it, but did he survive at the very end? Come a little closer, I'll tell you. Closer, closer. All right, here it is. Psych. You have to find out for yourself and see if the dog survived or not. Yeah, guys, sorry, but I know I probably gave something away, but you know, hey, that's just the magic of film. Anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap it up here on this Matthew Henson movie vlog. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed both my Matthew Henson movie vlogs and, of course, my Matthew Henson vlogs alike. Make sure you guys check them out if you haven't already. Plenty more to come. I apologize for running late on making these vlogs. I've been very, very busy, but I'm definitely gonna be pumping them out for sure, hopefully before the end of the year. And definitely, please let me know what you think about the movies, and please leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know what you guys think about these movies and what other movies I should definitely check out. So make sure you guys sound off. Let me know in the comments on my Matthew Henson vlogs or on social media. Definitely check out these films for sure, and definitely go see Good Boy, which will be in theaters starting tomorrow. It's so crazy. It's been out like, it'll be out a week after One Battle After Another. So insane, so crazy, but there you go. So it's kind of a nice little palate cleanser. And before I forget, I do want to mention very quickly as well that I will be seeing One Battle After Another. I know I've been teasing it for a while, and I'm sure you guys have seen already on one of my Matthew Henson movie vlogs that I will be seeing One Battle After Another. But I am very proud to announce that I will definitely be seeing One Battle After Another. It's going to be at a much different movie theater than I normally have, like here at Fox Tower 10, like at Cinema 21 that I've mentioned. We're gonna try something a little bit different in a different movie theater, but I think you guys are gonna really love it and really appreciate it. I'm also thinking about maybe doing like a movie theater kind of tour. Maybe see it at Fox Tower 10, maybe Cinema 21, maybe other movie theaters that I've been to before and I'm not taking you guys along for the ride for. I don't know if I'll be doing every Matthew Henson movie vlog. You know, there've definitely been people saying they've enjoyed One Battle After Another a second time around versus the first time. We'll see about doing Matthew Henson movie vlogs at every movie theater, probably maybe one or two, not every one, but that's for me to decide and you all to find out. But in any event, guys, again, please go see Good Boy, which will be in theaters tomorrow. Go see it while you can. See it before it comes out, if it's coming out at a movie theater near you. And let me know what you think, and tell me what you guys thought about the film. Maybe I was missing some things, and please help me clarify. So definitely go check it out. Go see Good Boy. Go see One Battle After Another. It's a very exciting time for movies, and it has been this year. And I've been seeing so many horror films. I'm getting ready to go home right now to watch yet another horror film. It is the spooky season. It is horror month, as I like to call it. I'm so excited to watch horror movies all October. Well, I feel like I've been doing it all year, but definitely this month, I'm definitely watching a bunch of horror movies all this year, maybe with the exception of One Battle After Another, but still, it's horror movie season. It's the beginning of October. It's such an exciting time, and I hope you guys enjoy all the horror movies like I myself will as well too. So guys, thank you so much again for joining me along for the ride. Please, please, please make sure you check out my Matthew Henson vlogs, my Matthew Henson movie vlogs. Plenty more to come. Make sure you guys check those out. Oh, and before I forget, check out Licorice Karaoke, which is a tribute to Paul Thomas Anderson's Licorice Pizza. I did that particular video 4 years ago. My good friend Joseph Anderson, shout out to him. Please subscribe to him. He helped me put that video together, and I'm just beyond grateful and excited to finally get that out on my Matthew Henson YouTube channel. I will definitely link it. Definitely check it out, and check it out, please, in its entirety. Watch the teaser trailers, watch the shorts, and definitely watch the full video itself. And there might be maybe a little bit of a teaser of One Battle After Another in there. I mean, the cat's already been out of the bag now that it is in movie theaters, but still, definitely check it out. Thank you, Joseph, for helping me with it. And also thank you very much to Kai for helping me with that as well, with the editing for the YouTube shorts, for the teaser trailer, and of course the video itself, for helping me setting it up and premiering it. I'm so grateful to them both, and they're truly amazing, man. And I cannot thank them enough. They're truly incredible. So subscribe to them, to both Kai and Joseph's YouTube channels. If you haven't already, I will definitely link them. And speaking of which, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button on the Matthew Henson YouTube channel, tap the bell to turn on your notifications, and please hype this video, please. If you hit the hype button, it'll get the video excited. You'll definitely get me excited. You should get yourself excited for seeing these kind of Matthew Henson movie vlogs, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. We all win at the end of the day. So make sure you guys do that. Subscribe to the Matthew Henson YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to also the MJH Videography YouTube channel. Hopefully a lot of spooky videos will be coming out here in October, so stay tuned for that. It's a very exciting time. Like I said, I know I don't want to sound too repetitive, but it is spooky season, and definitely a lot of scary stuff coming to the Matthew Henson and MJH Videography YouTube channels. I mean that in a positive way, not in, a grotesque, bad way or anything like that. So definitely check them out while you can, and please subscribe while you're at it. So until then, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I am heading out right now, going on to horror movie number 2, and plenty more horror movies to come. And stay tuned for more Matthew Henson movie vlogs. One Battle After Another is coming. Get ready. It's very exciting. I'm so looking forward to doing it and just enjoying this experience. And I cannot wait to bring you guys along for the ride, and hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed, do a movie theater tour as well. And again, please go see Good Boy, only in theaters tomorrow. Make sure you guys check it out at your local movie theater. Please support these movie theaters. Go see Good Boy, go see One Battle After Another, all these movies in theaters if you can. Please support them the best way that you can. The filmmakers, the actors, actresses, the hardworking crew will definitely thank you for it, and you won't be disappointed. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thank you for coming along with me to seeing Good Boy. We'll see you on the next Matthew Henson movie vlog, including One Battle After Another, and plenty more other Matthew Henson movie vlogs to come. Catch up, watch them all right now. Watch more of my Matthew Henson movie vlogs. Watch more of my Matthew Henson vlogs. So much more. You can't miss it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy spooky month, early Halloween. I'll see you guys right back here, back in the movie theater, whether it's Fox Tower 10, Cinema 21, or anywhere else. You'll catch me at the cinema, and I'll definitely be watching movies. And until next time, I'm Matthew Henson. That is a Movie Real Clock, and we'll see you both next time on the next Matthew Henson vlog and Matthew Henson movie vlog alike. Have a great day, everybody. Happy spooky season. Go see Good Boy in theaters tomorrow or now, today. Happy spooky season. Ooh.
Laura?